Hello,
Hello,
everyone. My name is Vinny Truong, and I'm like one of the first non-officers to be part of the podcast.
Woo.
I'm David Oswari. I was last year's treasurer.
The first ex-officer on the
First
podcast.
ex-officer. Yeah, sure.
Um. Well, I'm Aaron. I was on here before. I'm the JSA secretarian. For this year, I'm gonna be a sophomore. I guess I am technically a sophomore now. Um. Yeah, I'm a physics major, and mostly active in JSA. A little bit in KSA. But that's mostly it.
Yes. Okay. So, since this is my first time doing this podcast, is it okay if I start from the beginning?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, do it.
Okay.
So I was born in this hospital.
It started 21 years ago, before I was born. Um. So I'm a community health major, right? I'm also part of ESA, right, and KSA. Hey, Kathy. And I am also part of GMU SACE, right? Um, I joined JSA about spring of last year, but I didn't start becoming active until fall of the following semester. So I met everyone through the movie night, right? We were watching a Ghibli film I forgot the name of. But yeah, I reacquainted with everyone I had met, and I met new people, and it encouraged me to stick around and uh, get to know everyone.
All right.
Nice. So
Yeah.
David.
All right. I actually just graduated last spring, right? I was majoring in computer science. I joined JSA. Um, I think it was fall my junior year, so like 2 years ago. And I joined because my friend Julie actually invited me to come to one of the events. I think it was like a collab event with CSA or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was like a Hunger Games event. And I thought that was
Oh
pretty
shit.
interesting. Yeah.
Did you starve to death?
Uh, no, no.
Are you dead?
How many people did you kill there to survive?
There was no killing. It was just food, man. We're just eating food.
Oh, I see.
What else? Other orgs. I used to be in KSA. Not really anymore.
Damn.
Just vibing.
Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I've already answered. I've already been. I've already answered
The thing.
the other questions on my in the other podcast. So I'm just gonna ask David. Hey,
Okay.
why did you try to be officer
Why?
back then? Back in
Short
the day.
answer. Chance asked me to, and I was like, okay. So, there we go. But I also, JSA was like my first org that I joined in college. So,
Hmm.
I wanted to be, I don't know, in
Wanted
a
to rep
position
it.
to do things, you know,
Mhm.
you know.
Yes. Well, I didn't apply to be an officer.
Yeah. So
Uh,
Vinny, why did you not?
So, so, I didn't. So I was like intern for a little bit, right? But I didn't do enough work on my end, so I didn't really want to apply again to feel like I want to waste anyone's time. So that's why I didn't go around to how do you say it? That's why I didn't come around being an officer sometime.
Hmm.
I don't know. I need to feel more comfortable with myself doing other things. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's all good.
that's why I never became an officer.
Alright. Give me some hobbies, David.
Hobbies.
I know I know me and David got one very big hobby in common right now.
So right now, I guess my hobbies are, eating food, playing
Yeah.
games, reading
Yeah.
on occasion, right? Okay. It's manga, but it still counts. It's reading. Okay.
You know,
What else do I do? I play a lot of VR stuff.
Mm,
I think that's it for now. Yeah, pretty boring life.
mm,
Damn.
Anything, Vinny? Your hobbies?
for me, I'm learning guitar, so I've been learning that, like self-teaching during the quarantine. Uh, I used to play piano. I might pick that up again. Uh, I draw sometimes. Let's see, what else do I do? Sometimes I like to listen to music. You know,
Oh.
yeah.
Wait, Vinny, play Wonderball.
I actually forgot how to play that song.
Oh shit. Well, anyway, here's Wonderwall. Sorry. Well,
Two
for
truths
me,
and a lie.
well,
Oh.
I gotta say my hobby right now. It's Minecraft. That's all I gotta say.
Oh,
All right.
oh.
Here's the lie.
So
Ooh. Does anyone want to volunteer to go first? Or do you want to think a little bit?
I can go.
Okay.
Go, David.
Okay. All right. At one point in my life, I owned 13 dogs. The first
Okay.
video game I ever played was Minecraft, and
Mm,
I have a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo.
I'm gonna say Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Let's
Yeah,
go.
it wasn't Minecraft. It was Halo. Let's go.
And you probably played a video game at an arcade. Halo's probably not even the first.
What you
Let's
mean?
be real here. If you're playing
Okay.
like one of the snowboarding games or some shit, that's a video game.
No, I didn't really go to arcades. I think
Even Chuck
my
E.
first
Cheese.
experience playing video games.
Damn.
It was like when I was 4, playing Halo.
Oh,
That's all I
okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty young for Halo.
Yep.
Uh,
Sounds good.
hmm.
Aaron, you want to go?
Hold up. Okay, here, I got it.
Okay.
My favorite food is shrimp pad thai.
Okay.
I got 4 cats in my house currently. And I have almost 11-year-old Prius.
11-year-old. Wait, 11-year-old what?
Prius.
I'm gonna say it's the pad thai.
I want to say the cats. I feel like Aaron has told me that his favorite meal is pad thai, but I don't recall a shrimp in my
I know
memory.
Aaron has cats. It's just I don't remember the number.
I don't know.
But
I'm willing to think the Prius is the truth because that's such an obscure number for it to not be real, but it could also be obscure enough for him to make it up. I'm going with the cats. Maybe that's like 3 or 5.
It was the pad thai.
hey,
It's
I was
really-
right. Let's go.
It's really pork pad thai.
Wait, what?
It's not shrimp pad thai, it's pork pad thai.
Oh.
I'm sorry. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a decent introduction to us. Let's jump into some questions.
Wait, I didn't do my 2
Wait.
truths one.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Speak your truths.
My truths. Okay. I have been to 2 cities in Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a dollar hanging up above my computer. All right, okay.
Okay.
And my first ever gaming possession I've had is a Game Boy Advance.
Wait, what was the first one again, Vinny?
The first one is I've been to 2 cities in Texas.
I'm gonna say the dollar
I'm gonna say it's the
because
Game
I
Boy
think
Advance.
it's the $2 bill, isn't it?
What did you say, David?
It's the Game Boy.
I've only been to 1 city in Texas.
Damn it, it's only Dallas. Dang it! I know you've been to Dallas before, so I'm like,
No,
Vinny,
no,
you branched
could've
out
taken-
though.
I've been to Houston.
Oh, Houston, sorry.
I do have a dollar hanging up above my PC. It's the reason why I have it hanging up there is because a friend of mine, as a joke, on my graduation day for high school, he gave me $1 from his wallet and he's like, "Here, spend it wisely." Right? I never spent it. I kept it, so it's just chilling, literally not caring in the world.
Dang.
On Game Boy Advance, I just had one. That's it.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Alright. Time to answer some real questions about life. All right, Jackie asks, "What is a real simp?"
Okay. I don't listen, right? I feel like everyone's been using that word incorrectly, right? If there's a guy that they don't like on the internet, people will call him a simp and they're stupid, right?
Yeah.
I think a simp is like it's like it needs to be insanely one-sided, right? And so the guy has to be like, "Oh, sorry I couldn't give you your $2,500 this month. I was behind on rent for 4 months. I hope you and your boyfriend enjoy Disneyland though." Right? And if she happens to be a Twitch streamer, that's like a cherry on top. But that's what a simp is. It's like someone who's like giving so much to a person that literally does not care about them.
Is someone who's spineless for the sole purpose of getting closer to a girl.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Right.
Yeah. I would think like now a really good example of a simp is someone who's like kind of detached from reality, I think, right? Because they would think, oh, that's not realistic, that's not possible, right?
Yeah.
But they don't. Yeah.
I think a lot of people also misuse it because there's a huge. I remember on TikTok there's a like big trend of people like defending themselves after getting called simps just because they hit on a woman.
Yeah,
like talking to women doesn't make you a simp.
Yeah.
Your inability to talk to women makes you a simp. Calling out other dudes for actually talking to women, you're the simp.
That summed up pretty well, actually. I do agree. I do be agreeing. Anyone who's in a relationship that's like healthy and people call the guy simp just because he bought her flowers or something, you already know where I stand on that.
Yeah.
Total simp. No, I'm kidding.
You already know.
You already know. But yeah.
Right, dude, you got any input on this?
Not really. Good.
I understand.
I know simp, you know.
You know.
So, David, since you have first-hand experience,
Bruh.
all right, I'm trying to ask your death row meal.
Ooh. I know one. I think I'm very comfortable with mine.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's this ramen that I used to eat as a kid it's called Kung Fu ramen, right? And when I was younger, my grandma used to make it in a very specific way. She used like maybe a fourth of the seasoning packet because it's way too salty. It's way too salty, right? She would add egg, right? Cold cuts, Vietnamese cold cuts, they're called ya or ja, right? And so I feel like for me, I would have that as my last meal because it's very reminiscent of a time where I was younger and I haven't had it in so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That or spicy ramen, one of those two. But I'm leaning towards the first one, the first answer.
I see.
I think for me, you know, those instant noodles, Indomie.
Right? Oh,
that's
some
like
Indomie
food, like comfort food.
Can I change my
All right, I'm gonna double down on your answer, David. I'm gonna say a whole bulk package of that, right? So they have to just sit there while I'm finishing like 24 bowls of Indomie. I just get to live for like a few more hours.
That's the way to go. But yeah, that's how it does, Romeo.
It do be pretty good.
Okay.
Alright, what's
Okay.
next?
I don't get this question. Do you like washboards or melons?
I think she's talking about like size, you know,
Like,
I-
do I like
of,
being a
of the
washboard or a
female
melon?
anatomy, you know.
I think I don't know about this.
I was thinking, because I
I'm gonna
thought
say
you were.
I'm saying both are okay.
Yeah, I personally
Raise your
don't
hand.
mind really. I don't know. I'd rather have somewhere in the middle though,
Take what you can get. Okay.
bruh.
I think I understand the melons. I don't understand the washboard.
Like flat,
Flat.
man. Flat.
Oh. Well, I like being a washboard. I used to be a melon. I don't like that.
Wait.
I don't advise. I don't. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's okay for the answer. You know.
Okay. If you reincarnate as literally anything, what would you do? What would it be and why?
Huh, that's a tough one.
Can I be Minecraft Steve? Dude, that guy can break anything with his fists, and he can pick up so much stuff. Like, there's no brainer here. Like, and he's like, he's one of the most like popular faces in the world. Like, you imagine being handsome, the strongest man in the world. You know,
Right.
being able to do anything.
It's true.
That's my answer.
David, what about you? If you would be reincarnated as literally anything, what would
Literally
it be?
anything.
Literally anything.
Y'all watch High School DxD though? I want to be the main character, bro.
Bruh.
That's it. That's it.
Damn.
For reasons that I will not disclose.
Thank you, David. Very good. For me,
Hey, David would be in high
okay,
school.
Hannah. They graduate. They graduated.
David would be in high school as well. He would have reincarnated.
you know, for me, I'd like to be reincarnated as probably a dog.
Why is
I
that?
want to know. I want to know why they're so happy all the time, right? Like like cats are so relaxed, and dogs are so cheerful, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to know because like for us, right, we have a pretty good idea like how we mentally age, right? And for dogs, because their lifespans are so much shorter than ours, how would they mentally grow, right? Like, do they become like, yeah, I want to eat this guy's shoe to like I'm done moving, right? In like 2 years, like I want to know what's going through their heads. And a lot of people who are like like people, right? Some people used to be very happy, very kind, and they become like a lot more cynical, right? So I want to know if dogs kind of. I'm sure there are like some parallels to how we think and how they think in some ways. So, also, I just want to shit in my neighbor's yard, so
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
I can get away with that.
Yeah. Wait, I wonder.
I mean, you could do that right now, though.
I can do that. They would
I
never.
mean, if you get reincarnated as a dog, you wouldn't ever be bored because that part of your brain just isn't there. You know, because like if you give people like easy food, just like the basically a dog's life, right? They get bored, right? And their mind just like goes insane because like there's nothing for them to do.
I think that depends. It's. I can see why you would think that for dogs that are in like America, right? That are like in an area where people can provide, right? But there are certain areas in the world where dogs can't be provided for, right?
That's true.
So it's a lot like that. You know, people who change mentally, like kind to cynical. I don't know. I'm very curious about that. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's my answer. Final answer.
All right, Vinny. But who would you marry in JSA?
Who would I marry in JSA? Well, they always say that you need to love yourself, right? So I would marry David simply because he is me in every resemblance.
Yeah.
Dang it. I was gonna marry Vinny because I get mixed up for him too.
David, you have to
Oh,
say.
I have to say Aaron then, because then we make a triangle thing,
Oh,
the love triangle.
What about you, Aaron?
I said you.
Oh, full circle.
Yes.
Most
Wow.
embarrassing.
Okay. Can't ask what is our most embarrassing life moment.
Embarrassing life moment. Let's see.
Probably my statue of no regrets on my chest. No.
David, if you had a freaking embarrassing moment, place it in the comment section down below. Remember to hit that subscribe button, the notification.
My most embarrassing moment.
I
I had a lot, so let me think of a good one.
Yeah, me too.
I have a. Well, it's not. I guess it's kind of embarrassing. It was just kind of a weird. Or to me, in my perspective, it was really embarrassing. I was in line in kindergarten, and I was talking to the person in front of me, and the line had moved, so I went to point to just show that the line moved, right? I think I don't remember even if I poked his eye or something, but like he just like fell to the ground. I was crying, like holding his eye. I was like, "Oh!" And then the teacher had to talk to me. I had to like sit out of class for the rest of the day. I was just like, "Oh,
Aww.
I don't know what I did wrong." It was just really embarrassing, just like watching everyone do everything. Yeah.
Alright, I think for me, this one time I went on this field trip, like in kindergarten, right? And I fell asleep on the bus, right? So, I think I had to get. I think my teacher had to carry me from the bus back to like the classroom or something. So, I woke up while she was carrying me back. I thought it was my mom, and I was like, "What's up, mom?" And then I gave my teacher a kiss, and I was like, yeah, that's not my mom." Okay, right.
Damn.
Yeah. Don't worry, I
He
was just
is a
cringing.
player.
I was just cringing inside a little bit. Just
David,
joking. Joking. Joking.
sorry. Well, I can't tell you my most embarrassing moment because I can't remember, but I'll tell you like one embarrassing moment.
Okay. Okay.
So back in high school, I used to have this friend where like, whenever we saw each other in like the bathroom stall, right? I would go to the stall, and vice versa. I would go to the stall next to him and just like touch his foot with my foot, right?
Oh, footsies. Okay.
And he did
Okay.
the same with me. And so one time I saw this guy who had the exact same shoes as my friend,
Oh.
right?
Oh,
So
no.
I did that, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Right? And I was like, I gotta leave. I gotta go.
니그런데요.
Yo. That's funny.
But yeah, that was great. I
Oh
love
my
sophomore
God.
year. But yeah, that was one. All right. What was your guys' first impression of one another?
Vinny is easy. I was like, that guy looks like me. A little bit.
Great.
The fucking Spider-Man meme where he's playing at himself.
What about Aaron?
Aaron.
David.
First impression of Aaron.
Yeah.
David is God. That's all I remember.
Bruh.
I remember I met him first day. He just joined, and I saw his big form, and it was just David is God, and I was like, okay, I gotta pick this guy up. Easy.
You know.
I think, yeah, I met David at the onigiri event.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, this guy's cool. All right, time to get big. Because then later that night, was it that night? No, it was like the day before that. You drove us to Tito. You
The
drove
same
me,
day. It was the
Maya.
same day, man.
Was it the same day?
It was the same
Or
day.
was that after? Was
We
it
went to
after
Tito right
karaoke?
after onigiri.
I think we did it both days then. Because my first day was on karaoke night, right? And I didn't meet you until during that event. I think I met you after the event. Did you go to Tito after the karaoke night?
Dude, we went to Tito like every night. So
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, and I just pointed out we do go to Tito a bit, a lot. Oh,
Not enough, man. Not enough.
true.
Indeed.
Yeah, it was okay. I think I met you because you drove us, and then I was like, David's really cool. He drove me to Tito, and I met you. I probably met you while we were actually at the Onigiri event. Yeah.
I see.
And then Hannah was like, "You should get a big," and I was like, "Okay, I'll get a big that isn't you." Got him.
Easy.
All right. And then my first impression of Vinny. I think I met Vinny at tables. I don't know. I don't quite remember when, but I remember you you're very loose when it came to sarcasm, and I like that a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah.
For
Vinny.
both of you guys, I met David first, and so this was during the speed dating event for JSA, and so I remember I met a good bunch of y'all. This is before you, Aaron, right? This is
That's right.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember.
yeah, and so I remember I met Hannah, I met David, and I met some other people, and we actually created like small like robots and gum kind of like a group. Yeah, but it kind of died after a week because like we played League like I think once or twice after that, and that's about it. And so my impression of you guys were like I liked you guys, but I wasn't like I didn't think about it too much, but I didn't think I would get as close to you guys as I did in reality, and I'm pleasantly surprised by that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it was quite nice that I got to know you guys to a level where I do now today. But yeah, that's my. Oh, also David, I forgot your name like the first 4 times I met you, so I'm always like, hey, sorry, I forgot names a lot. What's your name again? And you're like, oh, I'm David, but you unironically said I'm David before you say I'm nowadays. So.
Just talking to the third person. No one will forget your name.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. For Aaron, I'm sure we did meet at tables first, but my real impression of like Aaron, when I remember, was at karaoke, right? And we were singing Gangnam Style, and you're just going fucking nuts on that side Gangnam Style dance, right?
It do go hard.
It
Go crazy, go stupid.
But yeah, that I was like, oh damn, he kind of be getting down or something, right? So that was my first impression of Aaron.
I'm glad that is my first impression.
Yeah.
500K right now. What would I do with it? Ask Hannah. I would probably invest in crypto.
I see. What about you, David?
I think, like right now, I would just pay off my student loans, like top priority. Then the rest, I'd probably invest somewhere.
I get Korean barbecue 2,800 times.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Commission. Just pay a chef to live at your house to cook Korean barbecue.
Like a week.
Yeah, that's just a week, bro. Rip.
No, but for $100,000, what I would do is I would probably talk to a financial consultant and be like, "Hey, I just got like this huge lump of money. What do I do with it?" Right? And
then when you're right about to walk out, he's like, "That'll be 100,000, please."
That's how.
Damn it.
But no, I would try to. If I had that kind of money, I would want to invest time on like how to spend it wisely. How much of it I should go into investing in stocks, right? And actually learn how to pay attention to stock, right? And act accordingly. How much of it I need to save, right? In case of a rainy day. I don't know. I really want to play smart at that kind of money simply because I have money right now.
Yeah.
That or go ham on dollar store, whichever the two.
Yeah. You walk in also and like one of everything you have.
Crazy. Stupid. Crazy. But yeah.
And then follows up with, "What does your dream house look like, and where is it, and what's in it?" Ooh. Can I just buy a proper Japanese castle? Like, can I just own one of them? Is it possible?
So your dream house in Japan, though?
Yeah, probably.
I see.
I would be illiterate, but like, one of the things in it is a translator. There we go.
Hmm.
What about you, David?
I don't know, man. Come back to me. What about you, Vinny?
Let's see. What would my dream house look like? Well, I like a combination of modern and traditional, right? And one that isn't so big, right? Like it's quite big, right? But it's not like gigantic. You know what I mean?
All right, Vinny, I got you then.
What's up? What's up?
You buy a castle in Scotland, right? It has this big ass walls around it, right? But you only have to remodel the keep, right? So you have this a nice amount of land that's walled in, you know?
Mhm.
No one's getting into there. Maybe the Mongols, but that's okay. Then yeah, you just remodel the keep to be like a bit more modern. So.
Ooh.
It would still have the big house presence though, because you have the giant walls around it.
I'm gonna look up Scotland castles. I wanna say more about about my house. There's this feeling, right?
Okay.
In a house that I really enjoy. It's where it's like, have you ever been in someone's house, or unless it's yours, where it's like you have a sliding glass door, right? And it's like sunny outside, right? And
Oh yeah.
like really early in the morning, and the house is just slightly cold. Just slightly, like it's not uncomfortably cold. It's just so refreshing, right? It kind of feels like, everything's still, you know? I
So
enjoy
you
that.
want like a meat freezer with the window?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. And it would probably be like, I want my house to be like very close to the woods, but also very close to like everywhere. Not
Right.
so close, like, because my house is like 10 minutes away from everything, right? I wouldn't mind if my house was like 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, right? If I can get some like peace and quiet near like some woods, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I think my ideal house would be something you would see on like terrace house, for example. You know, something kind of small, but it looked like
Yeah,
really,
it looks
really
nice.
nice, right?
Mm.
As for like a location, maybe Japan, but I don't speak that much Japanese, you know.
Nihongo wa karimasen.
Exactly. Um, so it's either there or like America. Preferably somewhere in America, though. You know, somewhere where everyone speaks English.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, if it was in Tokyo, a lot of those people will speak English, so you slowly pick up Japanese.
Mm. Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
Hannah asks, "What is her favorite meme?"
God,
Like
this is
all time or like like right now?
does it
all
have
of
to
all
be?
time, of
Dang.
all
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Do inside jokes count? Kinda. No. Yes. Maybe.
I think memes are just inside jokes for the entire internet, so I say they count.
Okay. Okay. Uh, I have like a niche like meme, right? But I only do it to like uh, a handful of people, right? Where it's like if they say something that's totally fine, right? That's like not controversial at all. I'll just be like, "Wow, that's crazy. I didn't ask," because it sounds like I'm picking a fight for no reason. Like I do that. I do that to Sean all the time. I'll be like, "Hey, what's up, Sean?" He'll be like, "What's up?" And I'd be like, "Oh wow, that's crazy. I didn't ask." Like, it's just like, why did he say that? Why did he say that? Right? So, That's my favorite. Right now, but like one that's a public meme, it's like "Go Crazy, Go Stupid." It kind of came back in my life. I'm not really sure why.
It is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's my favorite because he doesn't finish stupid, right? Because if you watch the video, he goes "I gotta go stupid," right? Like he doesn't start stupid, but he ends it right. So I've been on that for like the past
That's
2 days.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So you already know.
Let's see. I like surprise Tom memes. Good stuff.
Surprise what?
Surprise Tom. You like Tom and Jerry? Like that
Surprise
Tom face.
What's that look like? Am I dumb?
Hang on.
Surprise
Uh,
Tom.
Is it surprise? Maybe not. It's like a concerned look. Let me find it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Where is it? Where is it?
Here, wait. Here I can send an example real fast. Copy image.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
yeah, you're just like,
It's like
huh?
it's so hot, turns off fan, everyone else in the helicopter, stuff like that.
It's just so stupid.
Stupid. Stupid.
What about you, Aaron?
I don't, I don't know. It's so hard to choose.
Alright, there's so many
Um,
good memes.
yeah. I like that dude who does the just got faded. Ah ha ha. You know that he he has a lot of more. He has a bunch of other funny ha-has that I much approve of. So I'm just gonna lump his entire existence in as a meme.
I see. I understand. Yes. Do
I'll send that picture.
you want fall classes to be in person or online?
David.
Me? I don't care, man. I don't care.
David
It's your
simply does not care.
problem.
I mean,
but no, meeting in person is much better. So
yeah.
I would say online. Or
I would love to be in person. I hope everything I hope everything's okay. Like I hope there's testing on campus. Like free testing on campus. I don't know. That'd be kinda nice.
For me, I'd prefer if we just stay online, to be honest, right? Because it's kind of frustrating how like some other places are opening up when it's like, cases could arise again. So I don't want to risk that for anyone else that goes to Mason, right?
Mhm.
That's just me personally. And this is I love seeing people, right? I want to meet up with people, but I think we should, cast that aside, right? And I get that some courses are better in person, right? And it's really hard to work around that. But in the bigger picture, I think I'd prefer to have online classes, even though I would really like to go back to campus life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does kinda suck. It bro. Here. Okay. Hannah's asking if we ended up in prison, how would we try to adapt? Start drug trafficking? Or try to escape?
Why did they
I
find
don't
something on my computer?
wait.
Uh,
Okay. The- Is this am I actually if am I in prison like for something that I did do? Like did I actually do it?
yeah, you
Okay.
did it. Okay.
Is it for life?
Oh.
Okay. Well,
And-
I would start hella drug trafficking.
Okay.
What else is there to do if I'm stuck in prison for life? Like, I might as well be making money. There's more drugs in prison than there are on the streets. Like, I just gotta get in good with some of the dudes. And since I'm in there for life, it doesn't matter if I like beat someone up. Like, am I gonna get solitary confinement? I mean, solitary confinement is pretty fucking bad, but Like, you know, even add years to my sentence. Ooh, 2 life sentences. Yeah.
Mm,
I guess I would try to escape. You know, if I mean, why would you want to stay
Yeah.
in prison for the rest of your life, right? Obvious.
Yeah.
For me, I would like ultimately I want to escape, right? I don't want to stay in prison, but I would try to befriend people, right? And like, pay attention to a lot of things happening around me, right?
Mhm.
So I'll try to stay like under the radar. And if someone gets beat up or shanked, I'll be like, okay, whatever he did, don't do that, right?
Okay.
And people who are like, uh, just okay, right? Like they can walk across tables and not get beat up. I'll be like, what are they doing? I should do that, right? Get to know people, right?
Yeah.
And then if I'm comfortable, try to formulate a plan. If not, then I'm just chilling.
Get to know my future gang. I mean, I would also, if I wasn't in for life, I would probably start learning the law and just writing senators left, right, and center.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it's just, I mean, the prison system's screwed, so I would
Right.
be trying to advocate against it just constantly, or maybe I still would, but I don't know. I feel like if I wasn't getting out, I wouldn't have the motivation to do it. Because if I get out, I at least have like the time afterward of like, oh, like, I can like actually physically talk to the senators and do shit.
Mhm.
But if I'm in the hole, I ain't getting anything done.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, what's interesting while we're still on the prison topic, what's interesting I like about learning about people who come out of prison is like the behaviors they kind of develop, right? Like I don't know if you guys have seen
Yeah.
YouTube videos, but when they like people who come home from prison, like they'll be really defensive of their food and stuff like that, right? Or like
Oh
the
yeah.
type of meals they would make up,
Yeah.
like while in
Yeah.
prison. And so I'm actually kind of curious, like what kind of meals are better than the others, or what other type of habits I pick up if I were to be in prison. What do you guys think?
Yeah. It's definitely scary because
Yeah,
Mhm.
prisons like, I mean, it's straight of Hunger Games almost.
yeah,
Like,
Pretty much.
definitely.
and some prisons are very like racially divisive, and they're built to be that way. Like the system is built to be that way, and yeah, it's just not a fun time. You can develop. I mean, it's not like you're developing like new habits. You're falling back on primal habits, basically, like your instincts to survive.
Hmm.
What I think. Yeah. Got any thoughts, David? What are you gonna do? Or...
I don't know, man. I don't know.
David is.
Escape for days. I don't care. Ooh.
You know, you know.
All right. What is the worst name you give your child for both genders?
Oh, I got it. You know, like when you're at a video game arcade, right? And you gotta put your
Uh-huh.
high score in, and you just hit a bunch, right? Yeah, that for a child, no.
Just 3 A's?
A.
Just triple
You
A?
can put
Not
more
even
A's, but like,
no
yeah,
Ron at the end?
yeah, you can put a Ron. You want like 10 A's in a Ron?
Yeah, quintuple
A
A Ron.
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 Yeah.
Ah.
Mm. If I had a girl, right?
Mhm.
My cousin said this before, right? And it stuck with me. He said he would name his daughter Ladasha, but the dash is like a hyphen. So on paper, it'd be LA-A, right?
Gotcha.
I would name my daughter that. And for my son, I'd name him Kevin, but I would make it with a C instead of a K, and I would add an E at the end. So it would be like
Yeesh.
Kevin. but
No.
but it's just spelled. It's just pronounced Kevin. Oh yeah, he's getting bullied for sure.
Oh boy.
It's called character development.
You could put a GH into the INE, you know, and then you put a GH in there just to throw a little bit more confusion.
Oh my god.
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think I only had one idea for a bad kid name, and that was for Marcus, whose last name is Tate.
Oh.
The name is one of his kids, Levy, does levitate.
I kind of like that.
Levitate. That's cool.
Wait, I just got one.
What's up?
You name your kid Jenna, and then middle name Ma.
Oh my god.
Genema.
Genema.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Wow. 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 What does that mean?
I don't know.
Wait. What's the Jen? Oh no.
Genema.
Anna hasn't figured it out. Oh no.
Wait, there's a meaning to it? I thought you
Jenna,
sounded silly.
no.
Sounds-
Remove the J.
Ah!
A Genema.
that totally flew by my head.
Oh, so stupid. Brian O'Brien.
Brian O'Brien is
Brian O'Brien.
Brian.
Oh, okay. Well, O'Brien comes from of Brian, so of House Brian. So there'd be a Lord Brian, and he would own a bunch of well, not really own, but like indentured servants, basically. And they'd just be like, "Oh, I'm Aaron of House Brian," so they just abbreviated to Aaron O'Brien.
Ah, I see. I understand.
Aaron of House Brian. Yeah.
Are you guys ready to look at the next question?
Sure, why not?
If you could permanently
Wait, you
live,
skipped over one.
this is a question. Everyone say nice things about each other. Ooh,
Nice things
Oh.
about each other. Ooh woo.
yo, David. I gotta say, good one.
Thanks.
I think David's Tower of Minecraft was pretty cool.
Oh, it's not about me though.
You built it though.
But you're describing the
You
town.
got good skills.
Oh, thanks, man.
Good job.
Your skills are okay too. Not as good as mine, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. Kill the dragon pretty fast.
Let's see. Well, okay. So here's what I'll say about you guys, right? And I
Mhm.
hope it doesn't come across as like cliche because I really do mean it, right? For David, you have this like very comfortable presence around you, right? And I don't think I would be able to find anyone who can replicate that same energy, right? So, because I feel like if I'm around you, it's very distinctly you, right? I can't possibly mistake it for anyone else, right? And a similar thing for Aaron, right, is Aaron's like, I don't know how he does it, but he's always just funnier than I expect, right? And I already think he's a funny guy, right? But he'll say something, he'll say or do something like completely like obscure, right? That I wouldn't have predicted, right? So he's like this unpredictable kind of funny, right? Like how we played Dear Lord at Peter's place that one time, right? And you mimicked Hannah's like spine or something like that.
Yeah. I was calling you.
I would never think of doing stuff like that.
I'm sorry, Hannah.
So for both of you guys, you both emit a type of energy I don't think I'll ever meet anyone who can have, right? So I like that about you two a lot. So yeah.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
think, Vinny, you got you're braver than you're way braver than I am. I'm just thinking about Outlast right now. Dude, when I see you play that game and you're just like looking at the screen, like when your camera on and you're not like pissing your pants in 4K, it's just amazing to me. I don't know how you do it.
Actually, playing with people makes it so much more fun, right? Because like I'm so scared right? But I think to myself, oh, it'd be so funny if I just ran towards that guy, right? Or it'd be so funny if I just like do this or that, right? And so
Yeah.
it gives me this sense of bravery I didn't think I could, conjure up. So it's definitely fun in that regard. So that's just what I think. you know.
For Vinny's birthday, we should all just wait. No, for Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
For Christmas, we'll just all get you a bunch of horror games.
Fuck. I'm actually
And we
terrified.
get to watch you play, right?
Dude, there's so many of them I've avoided, right? Like I actively avoided because I was scared. Like Hojin he recommended Resident Evil set like 7, I think, right? And that looks terrifying, right? So I'm gonna have to play that eventually, right?
Yeah, Hojin will force you at least. Oh.
PT Silent Hill. That's gonna fuck me up if that ever becomes a thing. But yeah.
Yeah. What is our next question?
If you could permanently live in a fictional world, universe, which one and why?
Ooh. Does Minecraft count?
Aaron and David are so quick. I don't think you guys understand.
I don't think I'd want to live in a Minecraft world.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I could literally build anything.
Dude.
Yo, okay, listen. Are shaders included? Hey, are they?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, if shaders?
If shaders are,
I mean, you just put on like it's just like putting on really cool glasses. I feel like
some shaders make it look more realistic, more pretty. Pink skies.
True. Okay, think about if you went into a video game world, would it be perfect graphics?
It's. I feel like certain types of games give me a different type of vibe, right? Like I'm very happy with the way games look for a certain reason, for different reasons, right? So if I look at Last of Us 2, right? Let's pretend that's a game people like, right? And that's a gorgeous game, right? Very gorgeous, right? And so if it were to be a good game, right, I would live in a world like that, right? If they were like Animal Crossing, where it's like everything's soft colored, right? Tiny little animals live in your island.
Yeah,
it's calm. Then I would live there, right? It really depends on like, how I'm feeling. But I would probably say Minecraft anyways.
Okay, it would have to be at least maxed out graphics for whatever that game is, right?
That's fair. I'm not playing on the lowest.
So yeah, you're gonna get. Would it include ray tracing? Is the thing.
Oh, dude, it's gotta. That's okay. That's literally real life.
Yeah.
That's light acting in real life. So I think it would be nice if it did. You know what I mean?
And can I mod it?
Dude, yo, that's a great question. Yo, are you kidding me? I would
literally have. You have anything. You literally have anything. It'd be kind of nuts.
Oh, that's. Imagine modding real life. That'd be so fun, dude. Oh my god. But if it's a non-gaming world, like what if it was like a non-gaming world? Like what world would you guys like to live in?
Some anime isekai thing. I don't know.
No.
It's kind of hard. I don't know. Maybe the One Punch Man world.
Oh, interesting.
All I have to do is just do his workout regimen a bunch of times, and then I'll be able to one punch things, right?
That's actually for Saitama though.
It's a mental thing, I think.
You know I mean? True.
So if you did
I could get there.
That's true. You could get there.
I just get so powerful. Or either that or JoJo's, of course. But that's obvious answer for me.
For me, I would pick. Okay. I'm saying this because I recently picked this series up again, right? But I would say Boku no Hero, right?
Okay.
But for a specific reason, because I know everything that's gonna go down, right? So when that slime monster attacks Bakugo, I'm just gonna like beat the shit out of Deku and be like, shut the fuck up, shut up, it's mine, right? So I would I would jump all the way to slime, and I would know All Might would come and save everyone, right?
Right.
And then All Might's like, wow, nice moves, eat this, right? So I would just be the next one for all owner. I would totally do that. No one cares about Deku. I don't like Deku. I'm doing it. That's not true. I like Deku. He's fine.
Going to My Hero Academia just to beat the shit out of Deku.
But yes, Nadia asks, realist, optimist, or pessimist?
I think I'm a pessimist.
Mm.
I think I'm a realist. I think I'm a little bit more on the optimistic side, but I think I'm more of a realist.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of those things where this is like on a spectrum of things, and I lie between realist and right, because for when things get real, right, and I need to take a moment to like not just blindly look at the good and the possible good in any situation, although that's a good thing as well. I think it's a good trait for people to have to consider the bad, right, and how to work around that, right? Because I think that's what realist people do, or at least that's what I think they should think, right? And for optimists, it's like it's obvious that everyone enjoys the better parts in their life than the worst ones, right? So I feel like you need to be a realist during times where you're going through a hard time, and an optimist so that you can have something to look forward to and realize that all this has a point, right? Even if it might not, right? It's all about how we think about it. So that's my answer. I'm between realist and optimist, but if it came down to it, because of what life throws at you, I would have to go with realist, as in that's more important.
Yeah, I definitely think I project more that I'm a pessimist at times.
Mhm.
Like I fluctuate between the two a lot too.
Yeah,
because of it, just mostly on mood or like what the subject is. You know, sometimes my realism tells me this is not going to work out, and then it sort of doubles down on itself when I have to explain. It makes it seem like I'm being really pessimistic, but it's really just my realism just doubled down.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think like that too. I think everyone embodies a 3 in one way or another consistently, right? And so yeah, but what I definitely see that. That's a good point. Good point. I didn't think about that. In that case, I have pessimistic vibes as well. You were saying?
Like if you're most of the time when you're trying to express your feelings to other people, it's usually doubled down a little bit or like a little bit more expressive, you know, unless you're just monotone all the time.
Right.
But like most people are pretty expressive, so like you get your shins kicked in, right? You're gonna like scream out in pain. You're not gonna be like, oh, this is fine. Like even if you know it's gonna be fine, right? Like for the moment you're in pain, your mind is being pessimistic. Like it's telling you, oh, only thing that matters right now is all this pain coming from my shin.
I think, God, right? Like, yeah, go crazy.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah. That's just a theory.
Okay.
A life theory. Nadia's once again asking about the worst name. We've already answered this, Nadia. Come on.
Hilbert. Final answer.
Worst name, Aaron.
Oh, I'm gonna say Nadia.
Oh.
Sorry. Right. Vinny, are you gonna do that?
Vinny, will you do a guitar duet with ask me again in a couple months if my skills are more refined than what they are now. Then yes, someday, right? I think so. I'd be open to it, you know?
You guys can play Wonderwall together. Easy.
But that's not a no from me,
Oh, he's
but
gonna hold you to
also
that.
a delayed death, if you will.
All right.
All right, next question.
Which quality do you prefer in a game? AI or graphics?
Ooh, that's great. I like that question.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think
You guys go first.
It
AI
really
as in like this, like single player type stuff. Like you
the
mean like mechanics, kind of. Oh, okay.
the
I would
NPCs and stuff.
definitely put like mechanics over graphics because there's a lot of old games that I like to play. Um, and it's not because they look good. It's just
Right.
I don't know. They have like really fun controls, things you can do. For example, like I don't know, Mario 64. There's a lot of cool like speed running things you can do that make it fun. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. What were you, Aaron?
I say AI. That's
AI.
why I play Minecraft.
Oh.
The- okay.
Is there anything like
No.
The thing about that is that there's things about uh you put a lot of time into graphics and people won't see it as good graphics. Like there's a lot of time put into the Minecraft textures, right? But they're only
Mhm.
16-bit. Like
Right.
it's not crazy like high quality textures. You don't
Right.
need that for good graphics. Well, in my opinion, some people just want like as realistic as possible, and that's the only way that you have good graphics,
Right.
right? If you look at Paper Mario, like some people that's really bad graphics, but to me, that's pretty good graphics. Like it's
Mhm.
very stylized. Like each like every time that there's less detail, it's on purpose.
Right.
You
Sure.
know, like if
Right.
there was
Right.
more, if there was like super HD textures, you just see it's not gonna look like Paper Mario. It's gonna look like a 3D Mario game. You know,
Uh,
I
that's
didn't.
a
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's a really good point, right? I was gonna mention how like uh, there's realistic graphics and then there's like good graphics, right?
Right.
And there is a distinction, right? Because realistic graphics are good graphics, but not all games that have good graphics are realistic, like you
Yeah.
said. And I feel still like as we continue to progress in like gaming, right? We're going to, we're going to get more and more and more graphics, but we're going to be less impressed with it every time, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I
Yeah.
remember back in 2014, 2013, there's this game called Infamous Second Son, right? And
Mhm.
I was like, oh my god, this game looks unreal on the PS, right? How are they able to make this run so smoothly and look like this? And then now I look back on it, it looks horrible, right? And then I look at Last of Us 2, I'm like, oh, nice. Anyway, right? It's like,
Anyway,
oh wow, the water looks pretty good. The
okay.
grass,
When I see Last of Us, all I think about is the physics. They have some really good physics on that game.
right?
Like you can wrap the rope around stuff. The rigid bodies on the rope is pretty nice. It follows it pretty well. Like
Mm,
most times, ropes are just like a bunch of cylinders connected to each other,
right.
like for
Right.
the physical body.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, their hitboxes on the rope pretty good. And just in general, everything is really fleshed out with that in regards
So,
to that stuff. Yeah,
so
I would.
why everyone hated on that game though? Like,
It's the story.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
heard. I gotta play it myself.
I see. I see.
yeah. I
Well,
wouldn't play that type of game anyway, so I'm not invested.
I have a PS4, so I'm gonna get the first game and then get the second game, and get a fresh feel for it. But
Gosh,
to answer Nadia's question, because I actually prefer AI. There's something about the interactions you'll have in a video game that kind of trumps over the look of the game, right? Because there are different ways to immerse your players without having realistic graphics, right?
yeah, for
And
sure.
so you're ultimately you're playing in this world that the devs have made up the rules for, and made up the world for, right? And so the more complex the interactions with the AI, right, the more invested I'll feel, right?
Right.
So like Witcher, right? Witcher 3, for example. I wouldn't say they have amazing AI, right? But they're like some AI are bad, some are really, really good, right? And it's also the writing. So there are more to games than just like graphics, you know. So
Mhm.
I would choose AI. Like if I'm talking to someone on a phone in a video game, right, and they like continue to text, but they do that very slight like head tilt where like they're gonna look towards me, and then they finally do and put their phone away, right? You have to think to yourself that took someone's time in this world to
Yeah.
code for, right? And it's very subtle, right? But it's like the more complex and subtle these interactions are, the more you'll think, "Oh my god, that's so well done," right? They totally didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like Oblivion and Skyrim. They're pretty good graphics, especially for the time they came out.
Mhm.
But their NPCs, the AI is just, uh, it's
Yeah.
just, yeah. Some of the dialogue is really not really well written. You know,
Mhm.
they don't respond that well, and you don't feel like you're really in the world. You're just playing a video game. You know,
Mhm.
I'm sure the next Elder Scrolls will be fine. Hopefully, I mean, obviously Skyrim was a huge improvement.
Uh-huh.
So whatever Elder Scrolls 6 brings is gonna be another big improvement. So
I think a really fascinating idea to entertain is how complex AI can become. So what I would like to see before I die, right, is to
Right.
have a video game that has a unique impression on each player, right? So there could be like an AI and you interact with it. And so you get to know they get to know what you're really like, right? And vice versa, right?
Mhm.
I think
could
that'd
be
be really fascinating to see.
that could be the next Portal game. GLaDOS just like
Right.
boosts your
That'd be
mind
cool.
for everything.
Right.
That'd be really cool.
Sounds
Mhm.
neat.
Yeah, so I'd like to see that before I die. It kind of falls into the category of some things I don't think might happen, but are interesting if they do, right? Kind of thing. I'd
Yeah.
love to see unique AI, right? And
Yeah.
it's like self-learning, you know? So it'll be like self-learning enough to know it's like who you are and why they are, right? But not enough to be like, get me out of here! I'm going crazy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just what I think. But I think that's impossible. So there's some things meant to be entertained as a thought, and then there are others that are meant to be actually executed to see what it would happen.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get USB ports in the back of our heads at some point, Vinny. Don't
Oh
say
yeah,
impossible.
we're gonna cyberpunk the heck out of this world, but we'll be dead before that happens, so that's fine.
Probably. Um. Uh, how strongly do you think looks affect our society? Or lookism?
Lookism,
I guess that's the word for it. I never
lookism,
heard that. I
appearance,
never heard that word before.
lookism. Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's just how
Yeah,
we
how you look.
come off, right?
Yeah.
Bias on looks. Okay.
Yes, we are very, very, very biased on like lookism. Like society is like almost all about that, right? Even if we claim that we don't want it to be, and that's sometimes I think that's untrue, depending on who's saying it, right?
Mhm.
Like I feel like
I agree to some extent.
yeah, like there's there are people who uh like in Korea, for example, right, or Japan, right? It's bad to be like overweight, right?
Right.
But like that could also encourage another bad thing, which is not eating enough, right?
Mhm.
So it's and we really say, oh, do this, do that to be healthy, and some people say that truthfully, right? Like they genuinely want people to be healthy. And the others say it because they just care about how we look, right?
Yep.
So and also like how we dress, how we smell. Basically, our impression on the world, or how we come off, right?
Yeah.
So I think we're very, very heavily affected by it. What do you think?
I agree. I think society as a whole is affected by it rather than individuals, though. I think on an individual basis, you can still get to know people with very little lookism or any of that effect, right?
Mm.
I just think it's like if you want to get far in society, that's when it gets hard.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's where it gets hard. I think it's more classism than lookism, in my opinion, because you're stuck to whatever class you're in because of how you look.
Mm.
Just the way you dress, the way you talk.
Right.
That makes sense.
A lot of cases, skin tone, like especially in
Yeah.
Asia.
Yeah.
Asia right now, no one talks about colorism in Asia, but it's definitely there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
It's just all the light skin Asians, dark skin Asians. Like, how many dark skin K-pop stars do you see? Not
Right.
many.
Like none.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously in Korea there's probably a lesser percentage. I wouldn't know of like darker skinned people, but just in general,
Right.
out of Asia, you don't really see dark skinned people being popular. Like
Mhm.
the actor for Rui Hanazawa in Yori Dango, that's one of the few dark skinned Asian stars that I've seen in a while.
Sure.
Yeah.
What say you, David? David Oswari.
See, looks for me. I don't think it really plays too much in my own life personally. I just never really cared too much.
Right.
But I guess in society, looks do matter. You want to be successful in life, gotta dress a certain way,
Right.
Yeah.
gotta behave. Yeah,
Yeah. You need to walk a certain way, which is ridiculous.
gotta
Like,
talk a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, next.
Next question comes from
Audio.
freaking
Again?
weirdest thing you've eaten as a kid. Wait, I feel like we've gotten this. Oh, okay. So this kid adult. Okay.
Weird.
Okay.
I've eaten
Weirdest thing as a kid?
Huh. Anyone got anything?
I don't know. What have I eaten as a kid? I don't remember anything weird. I did drink like a sip of chocolate milk mixed with Gatorade, but that was like just a sip. That's not really, and it's not even eating.
Right.
Oh.
Weirdest thing I've eaten as a kid? Probably. I had this weird thing where it's like ice cubes, avocado slices, and chocolate syrup on top of it.
Huh.
Yeah, like it's not bad. It's just unconventional.
Yeah, unconventional.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Final answer.
I guess my answer is just I think it's just shaved ice with like milk. That's it.
Condensed milk?
It's
Dude,
just
that's
milk with shaved
Wait,
ice,
just
so
milk?
it's just ice cold milk.
Oh,
I don't
but
know.
that's not even weird. That's
It's not
milk.
weird, but like it's just strange. I guess.
I guess
don't
it's
know.
a weird texture for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. What are weird things that we've eaten as kids? I'm
I
sure,
don't know,
like,
man.
I'm sure it was like really young. Like, I probably don't remember. I've probably eaten like all my cafeteria food dumped into one thing. Like, that's not really weird. Every kid has done that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that's. Have
Oh
you
wait,
eaten
I know.
a food as a kid?
Ranch and French fries. There we go. I had to say it. I had to say it. I had to say it. That's weird. Okay. If you like it, you're weird. I'm talking to you, Hannah. I'm talking to you. Okay.
Damn.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Weirdest thing we've eaten as an adult. I don't know. Weirdest thing we've eaten as an adult.
I don't really eat weird foods. I don't. Weird foods.
I had duck.
Have
fine.
you?
Yeah, it's not crazy weird. You can get a latte.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's the weirdest. Um.
How about mac and cheese on bread? Is that weird?
Not really weird. No.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't find it
Can't
weird.
really think of anything.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna order the most unconventional things at restaurants now. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Well,
Cats because they're less maintenance. Yeah.
no, I've never had a cat, but
It's a 49, 51 kind of thing for me. I'm 51 dog, but I would also love a cat.
wait. Do cat girls count?
David. Yes, they absolutely count, of course.
Okay, then cats.
51. Vinny is 51% dog. 51% is. Sonic or Mario?
Mario.
Ooh.
Mario. I go Mario.
Maybe Sonic back in the day, but they kind of like messed up. You know.
Yeah.
Just kind of like
Probably
what was that
Mario.
werewolf Sonic? I don't know.
I don't know.
I played Mario 64, right? On my
Right.
Nintendo DS, I remember. And I remember how much fun it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fun because each level feels like a game of its own, right? And they all give such a different vibe, right? So you'd be
Yeah.
outside the castle, it's very fun and whimsical. You go inside, the music changes, it gets eerie, and there's this like infinity stairs, right? There'd be an underwater level where like there's a gigantic freaking monster that's just at the bottom. You have to get that star at the bottom. And then there's that really fun penguin level. There's like all ice. And you can chuck off the kid and then mom will follow it, right?
Oh
And
yeah, you do it all the time.
yeah. It's really those small things, right?
Yeah.
It's like you'll feel like, haha, the devs didn't think I would do that, did they? But then you're like, oh god, wait, I need that kid, and then you start the level over again.
Bruh.
Yeah, Mario holds a special place in my heart. Memories from going to cousins'
Yeah.
house and playing Wii.
I just grew up with Mario.
Yeah.
I didn't really grow up with Sonic. So
Right.
yeah. All right.
Next.
Orange juice or apple juice?
Ooh,
Like for breakfast, orange juice. But like any other type of day, apple juice.
that's hard. I guess I would go with orange. I don't know. Like I don't like either like store bought versions of them because they're just so sugary. It's just
fair.
very sugary, yeah. Like I hate to be that guy, right? But like I just took a hiatus from like sugary drinks at one point. Came back to them, I'm like, whoa, that's kind of intense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I can't drink Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper? Dr. Pepper. I like the diet versions though. Oh god, I sound like such a mom. Oh god, okay.
I can only have the diet versions though. Oh, yeah. I think I'm an orange juice person. I don't really have apple juice that often.
True.
Just me though.
Wait, Nadia asked orange juice with or without pulp.
Without
it doesn't
pulp.
matter. It doesn't
I like
matter
with
to
pulp.
me. Yeah, I don't care. Orange juice to me is just orange juice.
Fair. I'm gonna try pulp more often. I feel like if I had both of them equal amounts, right, and consistently, right, I would have a more valid opinion. I think.
Okay.
Because I just didn't have it enough. What's the last book?
Vinny.
Wait, what?
What if I
Oh.
told you the pulp doesn't exist?
You're right.
It was all pulp fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Yo, dude.
Bruh.
Sorry.
Thought that movie would be overrated, but I had a lot more fun than I thought. Even though there was really no plot.
It's just a fun move.
Yeah, it's just a fun movie, and it ties things quite well. That would otherwise be confusing. I don't know how they did it. Tarantino.
Yeah, Tarantino kind of going crazy, going stupid.
Lemons or limes? I'm gonna have to go freaking lime. Actually, lime.
I like lime too.
How do
Vinny, do you put lime on your rice? You sprinkle it on your rice.
Is that a
Your
thing?
fried rice. Yeah, it's a Thai thing to do. You sprinkle on your fried rice or your
I
Oh,
gotta
pad,
try that.
oh,
So
on
I know
pad Thai.
I absolutely do that.
At Thai restaurants, they always give you the lime. I see people just like leave the lime next to their food. I'm like, shame,
no, that hurts.
shame.
That hurts. No, I absolutely like sprinkle lime in my fried rice. I enjoy that citrus shit. I love citrus.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What about you?
I guess in
Yeah.
foods, I'd go lime, but like drinks, I'd go towards lemon.
Yeah, for sure.
A man of balance.
Cherry limeade. I'm a big fan.
Cherry limeade. I've never tried that.
It's like because lime, when you make it into a drink, is a lot more sour. So the cherry is there to balance it out. It's a good combo.
Mm. I see. Interesting.
Or you can make a lime sour. You just put lime with club soda, and then you put a little bit of salt in there.
You know.
It's a great drink. But can I ask, Pokemon or Digimon?
I'm indifferent on either. If I had to choose Pokemon, just for the movies, I'm very apathetic towards Pokemon.
Says there's a correct answer, and I'm pretty sure she wants us to say Digimon, but
I
I never
can't
watched.
name a
I never
single
watched.
Digimon.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't name a single Digimon. I'm sorry, Hannah. Even if you told me whatever that Charmander looking one is, I don't know the name of it anymore. I gotta go with Pokemon. I'm sorry.
Same.
What kind of mythical monster would you like? Vampire, werewolf, witch? Can I say Witcher? Does that count?
Oh, what kind of mythical monster? Can I say Cthulhu?
That
Can I
counts.
just be
That
Cthulhu?
Mythical monster.
I'd like to be a Witcher.
Yeah, girl.
Oh,
Yeah. I was gonna say Witcher too. Yeah. I want to.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
bro.
But yeah, I'd like to be a Witcher if that counts. If you want like a conventional like mythical monster, I'd probably say vampire. Yeah, I'd probably say vampire. Oh no, I take it back. Werewolf. Yeah, werewolf. I like the sun.
Yeah. I would like to be the Thai version of a witch. Or
Would you like to be a wolf pirate? Shut up.
is like what, like or what? Basically, you just have power over nature. You're basically like a sage that's more kick ass,
Mhm.
and you just if you see someone like doing something bad, you just destroy them with locusts and shit.
Ooh, that's kind of dope.
That's pretty.
It's kind of
good.
fire or something. There's this one manga I read back in middle school. It was called Law of Ueki, right? Do you guys know that one?
Wait, what is that?
No,
Law
of Ueki.
No, I don't.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Jeez.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I see this everywhere, like in ads and whatnot. So I tried it out. Didn't like it at all.
We could all be different. We could be. How about that? Talking Rabbit and Ghost Stories. You know that the anime.
Talking right? No, I can't say to you.
The one with the really crappy English dub, where they just make fun of them.
Oh,
Can I just be that rabbit? I would touch me harder.
Okay.
Oh god,
Dude, it was great. Great dub. Great anime.
That dub.
Oh.
Yeah, I do agree.
All right. Vinny is 50% dog.
Is it true?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I know that's not a proper question, but I agree.
Yes.
What's the last book you read for fun? I read I think before the semester started, I read Pimp by Iceberg Slim.
What? What?
It's just his experience of being a pimp.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and
Huh.
Dave Chappelle actually put me onto the book. In one of his stand-up shows, he's just like, this book outlines how rough the streets are. Like, it really does. It's like, holy crap. It's like, pimps are in a hard position as well. Like,
Right.
It's just crazy stories where, one of the craziest stories that comes out of it is that to make sure that one of his girls was loyal, because
Right.
he basically he gave her one last client, right? Because she was just gonna like say, I'm out of this game. I'm not gonna be a prostitute anymore. And he gave her some pills, right? He said, "Hey, I need you to give us one last client. It's really important. I just we're just gonna drug him. I have people that won't need to rob him, right?
Right.
So just take the suitcase, right? Take a suitcase, and so so she does that. The guy pretends to have a heart attack, and um uh Iceberg Slim has to, like, he brings his buddies who are dressed up as doctors, right? Like, oh, this man's dead, right? And she's all panicking. And it's like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? And he's just like, oh, it's all good. Yeah, I just need you to lay low with me for a little while, you know. But all the people were actors. The dude was an actor that got drugged. Like, it was all actors. So she thinks that she killed a dude and that she's in debt to Iceberg now. But in
Wait.
reality, it was all acting. Yeah, so that he could get her to, he could exploit her for more.
Oh, that's like
Holy
mega big
crap.
brain. What the heck?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, he just talks about just how horrible, like, especially that his childhood was really horrible up to that, like, and just like starting, he saw pimping as his way to get out. Yeah.
Wow. That's actually insane.
Yeah. It's
I
crazy.
I couldn't handle being a pimp, honestly.
Yeah.
I just be like, oh my god, that's horrible.
Yeah. You read
Wow.
anything recently?
Let's see. I couldn't be able to tell you the last book I read for fun, but one book I had a lot of fun reading was this book called Unwind, right? So what it's about is, in this society, kids who are seen as though they don't live up to their full potential, they get unwound. And so the process of being unwound is like, they like, it's kind of like organ donating, right?
Forcefully.
Except yeah, forcefully, right? So they'll take your arm, they'll take your eyes, mouth, everything, right? And they would just give it to people who have potential, right? And so you kind of follow these three people throughout the story, right? A guy in his, like, I think he's like 17 or 19, a girl same age, and then a boy who's like 11, right? And their experiences are so different. The boy, he kind of just doesn't do anything, right?
Right.
Outcast of sorts. The girl had a defiant, like, she was defiant of her dad or something like that, I think. But the little boy was really interesting because he was actually like seen as like a martyr, right, in this like religion. But he was taken by the boy and girl, right? And so you kind of see him become this like very sheltered, a very protected child to like someone who's very raw and real. he's been through like a lot, and it's interesting because just because you're unwell, it doesn't mean you die, right? You're still alive, and so these people who have like a part of their brains, they'll have their muscle memory, right?
Mhm.
People who have like it's hard to explain. They don't really die. They just become a part of someone else, right? So yeah, I think it's a fantastic read. I highly recommend it to anyone. But I did read this a long, long time ago, so my opinion about it could be very different now.
True.
Dang.
Yeah, I did read that a long time ago. I remember like. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, David.
I don't think I've read a book, like an actual book for fun, since like high school, man. That was like 4 years ago.
What about manga?
Well, I mean, manga. I do read a lot of manga, but like, I don't think that counts as a book. Do it. Hmm. Let me see. I think the last book I actually read was like, those Percy Jackson books, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think those were the last ones I read.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
They're making a remake for that.
Are they?
Yeah, they're like, no more movies. We're doing this freaking show style, and we're gonna add more mother dogging like detail on it. It's gonna be good. Stuff like that.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So
Did y'all read 39 Clues ever?
no.
No.
Damn. I haven't talked about it in a long time, but I remember that being like my first like book series that I read for fun. Like first time that I was like, oh, this is a really cool book. You should read it. But yeah, it was a pretty cool mystery. I don't remember if I finished it though.
Mm.
I think it just took too long, and by the time I think I just got to middle school and was like, I'm too cool for that, because I just sort of was like associated it with middle school or elementary school.
Right.
So yeah.
We all went through a phase like that where it's like, no, we're older now. We're like, that's not cool for me anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Artemis Fowl. That's a good series.
Never read it.
Ooh.
Oh, you didn't?
I never read it too, but I know a lot of people
You're making
did.
a movie or a show or something like that for Artemis Fowl soon? I don't know.
Maybe.
Do they?
Yeah. It's not even out yet. It's gonna come on Disney Plus. Yeah.
Great. How about what is
Next question.
What's next?
Do you think apple juice looks like pee? Yes. Are we?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
okay. It only looks like unhealthy pee.
Yeah.
You should be drinking more water, Hannah.
Yeah.
Wait, related question. Watch her say something really funny. Someone hand you a bottle of warm apple juice. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
As long as there's no foam at the top.
Okay.
Oh, honestly, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Like,
If
does
it's
it bubble? Does it bubble up like pee does? You know?
because like if
Can I
it's
take a waft?
Oh, it's unlabeled. You can't waft it
oh
either.
then no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
just
not.
have to drink it. Oh God.
Is there money involved?
No hesitation. Yeah, I
No.
probably would drink it, dude.
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay. If it wasn't, as long
Okay,
as
well,
it wasn't
Hannah?
okay.
If
If
it's
it was
you,
anyone,
I'm good.
if it was Hannah, now that Hannah has disclosed that her pee looks like apple juice, I'm gonna say no.
final answer.
You said that because you compared pee to apple juice. Pee doesn't look like apple juice. It only looks like unhealthy pee.
Oh, I can kind of see where she's coming from though.
You gotta have some like, you gotta have like only.
When you
I
make
don't know. I don't know about
I
that.
think that's you, man. I think that's you.
I think it's a you problem.
Here, next question. Sound fair? Let's see. P, good question. If you could meet any famous person or group, who would you meet and why?
Ooh.
I really want to meet Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
absolutely.
is
Because
he
like,
a singer? Or
yeah, he is. So he's the main singer for Coldplay, right? And a lot of his songs, uh, I can't say I relate to them, but I've kind of what's that word? They just resonate with me, right? They give off this vibe that things will just be fine, right? It's very hopeful and bright, right? And so I really want to meet him just to see what he's like in person because I've seen interviews, right? And he seems very like down to earth and right.
Right.
And I don't know. I just want to meet someone who has all the success in the world, but seemingly doesn't let that go to their head. Like he's talked about like how he still has like a, a tutor that teaches him how to sing. Right? He's very open to that. Right?
Mhm.
He also a lot of his recent albums are very influenced by like other cultures. Right? So a head full of dreams is like influenced by India. Right? And recently, I think he has some like uh, Arabic touch in his recent album, right? He's very like wanting to learn more about the world, right? And that's something I'd like to take a page off his book. Just see
globally inspired. No?
what?
Globally inspired. You're like he can get inspired by a lot of things.
yeah. I would love to meet Chris Martin.
That's neat. For me, I think I want to meet Mark Hamill. Seems like a pretty cool dude.
Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is very cool.
I grew up on Star
Who?
Wars, so
Oh.
yeah, Mark Hamill,
I
Luke
see.
Skywalker,
Yeah.
Bruce is Joker.
and yeah, he's also Joker.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
I would probably like to meet Araki, the author of JoJo.
Jojo.
I could ask him about part 6 getting animated.
Okay. Ask him how King Crimson works.
Oh, true. I could ask so many things. Right. Either maybe I'd meet like Edward Snowden though. That'd be kind of cool. I feel like he has a lot to say, especially during these times. I feel like he's getting silenced, or he wouldn't really like to give them away. You know, he wouldn't like to like have a public statement, or America will drone strike his ass.
Right.
Pretty much.
All right. Wait,
Next
what's your
one.
fave Jack Black movie?
Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. I like School of Rock.
Oh, I was about to say that.
I remember me and Marcus watched that film in German class. We gotta watch it in the German dub. Still pretty good. I feel like the German voice actor for Jack Black is better than Jack Black is a voice actor for himself.
Interesting.
Oh, he was in Jumanji. Oh shit! I completely forgot about Jumanji.
He plays the girl. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Black in Jumanji is pretty good. No, but like, okay, Nadia, I mean that the voice actor for Jack Black in the German dub sounds more like Jack Black than Jack Black does.
I need to hear this now.
For some reason,
Jack Black German.
it's a pretty good dub. I feel like okay. Okay, I'll send you a link to it later,
Okay,
David.
okay.
I don't even worry about that later. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You saying School of Rock as well.
Actually, I'll change my answer to Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre. Oh, that's a pretty good one.
About that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Dude, there's so many Jack Black movies out there.
Wait, he's in
crazy.
Shark Tale?
Get that cone out of my face.
Oh,
Hmm.
Next question.
All right. Yeah. What's next?
What is the band or musical artist that you think everyone once in their life? I think you guys can kind of guess mine already.
yeah.
Coda.
That's
Wait.
Coda. That's
Coda.
pretty good. I mean, I say Tupac. Yeah.
I like how after that she's like, "Wait, related question." Someone hands you a warm bottle of apple juice after the band one. It's so funny. I think. I have a little thought. Wait, did you guys answer the musical artist one?
Yeah.
What's a song from them? Do you recommend everyone to watch it right now?
Right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, All Eyes on Me by Tupac on the All Eyes on Me album.
Okay, I see.
It's a pretty good one. Or either that or I Ain't Mad at You. Also on the same album.
What about you, David?
Oh well, I said Coda earlier. Listen to Bloody Stream. I think you could. I think you could.
Let's see. I think a very underrated, Coldplay song is a song called "Lovers in Japan." Right?
Lovers in
Actually, kind of fitting considering this is JSA. I didn't even think about that. It's called "Lovers of Japan." There's the Osaka Sun mix one,
Mhm.
right? Where they get rid of like this secret song at the end. And then there's an acoustic one, right? So the acoustic one I don't listen to as often just because like I
And
feel
it's
as though
pumping.
it
Oh,
resonates with me more, right? So therefore I don't want to listen to it so much where I kind of like ruin its image in my mind, right? So yeah, it's something that is so emotionally invoking for me, but I don't want to listen as often. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's me. Lovers in Japan.
okay. Huh.
All right. Next question. Lawful chaotic neutral thingy. What you are? What's your Harry Potter house?
Oh.
We'll answer the lawful chaotic neutral thing.
Wait, what? Sorry.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, we're just doing a D&D alignment? Okay.
That's hard.
I don't know.
I think I'm chaotic neutral, maybe chaotic good. I think I'm on the chaotic side.
Yeah, I think so too.
Chaotic.
I think everyone's sort of, you can justify everyone as chaotic good. Theoretically. Everyone can justify it to themselves that they're chaotic good at least.
If it came down to it, right? I would also say lawful neutral. What about you, David?
I'm either chaotic neutral or lawful evil. I think. Is that it?
Oh, okay.
I understand.
Corrupt tax man.
Yeah. Harry Potter house though.
I don't know.
I think I just took like that test earlier, and I think I got Gryffindor. So.
Someone thought I'd be a Slytherin, but I'm a Gryffindor as well.
All right. I don't know what the houses mean. I think I was Serpentine. No, it's Slytherin. Yeah, maybe. I remember when I took the test like 2 years ago.
I'm Slytherin.
Bruh.
No, you said Gryffindor sucks. I agree with Marcus. You suck. Okay.
Damn.
Let's go. Let's go.
I think we're good to wrap up here.
Yeah.
Good list of questions. Did Hannah, do you want to say something?
Yeah, before we end, can I get a quick birthday shout out for David Oswari tomorrow?
Oh,
For David
Oh,
Oswari.
thanks, guys.
Tomorrow's birthday? Tomorrow's David's
Oh.
birthday. Can I get
Yeah.
a bunch of happy birthdays in the chat?
June
Really?
Oh, thanks, guys.
26.
Okay, that's all. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, well.
Joyous day of birth. He's right, you know. So, you know.
wait,
26, yo. Wait.
hold up.
You mean 26th? I'm not 26.
Unless,
Unless.
how do we know?
Good point.
Wouldn't it be weird if people celebrated your conception day instead of your birthday?
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be.
How can you pinpoint it to a certain day, though? You know, just
You
That's
know.
true. Well, I guess
like if you were trying, right?
If it was like
you know.
artificially though, then you'd know. know?
I guess.
Sure, I guess.
Maybe we need a conception indicator, like in the future.
Do we?
We'll have our weird dystopian society is just there's nothing different. We just celebrate conception days instead of birthdays, and that's how it's dystopian. Because that's so nasty. Like you show up to your friend's house and their parents are there. Like you're celebrating your friend's conception day. You just have to see your friend's parents.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how that's one hell of dystopian society.
Anyways, guys, this is gonna be it for the podcast today, right? If you enjoy what you see, make sure to follow us on Twitch. We record all our videos here. Check them out. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We upload every Thursdays, and we'll see you guys
On the next one.
Yeah.
Peace.
Make sure you sign up to David's Premium Snap.
I got an OnlyFans. It's just feet. Let's go.
Bro.
I'm gonna head
Alright.
back to the tables, everybody.
Okay.
Sounds good.